meant to live for, we're not meant to be safe. Left without vices, guess we'll just pray and hum hallelujah. If God in his heaven, all is right in the world, just hum hallelujah on my way through hell. I'm stuck in the middle, oh I hate myself. Just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah. Just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah. Just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah. If God's in his heaven, all is right in the world, just hum hallelujah on my way through hell. I'm stuck in the middle, oh I hate myself. Just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah. Just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah. Just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah, just hum hallelujah.
It's never as the greatest of transitions from hum hallelujah to the other playlist, but I'm not really too sure what else I can do. I don't have like a fader system, so it's like hum hallelujah cut, dum 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 dum, like random fucking pianos. I can fucking put that Valencia shirt on the hanger now, can't I? Hello, it's me again. I'm alive. I still exist. Please don't forget about me, thank you. I've got lots of new hangers. I've got a handful of new hangers. Valencia, you get to go in front of Bradford. Valencia goes in there. There we go. Le Bosch. Valencia has it. Oh god. Valencia has its rightful place in the history of time. How are we all? Well, I hope. Yeah, all getting there, thank you, Nick. Slowly but surely, slowly but surely. So plan for this evening is to finish the transfer window with Crystal Palace, basically. We've got Tottenham, Everton and Brighton as the first three games of the season. We'll play 2 and sim 1. Not sure whether to play Everton away and sim Brighton at home because it's at home, or play Brighton because they're better and sim Everton because they're not as good a side. But there was feedback in the comment section about what to do with obviously the situation we find ourselves in, looking for certain players in certain positions, and I'd obviously left it open to the comment section to have a cheeky look at that. And there was actually an extra name mentioned, which was Mauro Junior at left back, who's someone I don't know anything about. He's at PSG and he's peaked at 28. I mean, it's not the worst. Technically, he's not amazing. I'm still probably gonna go with Cardona, which was the most recommended or the most widely popular left back option. Cucurella was quite popular as well, but as someone rightly said, Cucurella would probably want to start, and obviously we're starting Danny Slater. So I'm not I'm not sure what to do there. And with regards to the winger, actually, one name I do need to add is Cherky. Cherky was by far and away the most popular option for a wide man. So Cherky's who we're going to get in the wide position. It was absolutely the most popular by a long stretch. I think probably aided by a great performance for Manchester City at the weekend. Almost certainly aided by a fantastic performance for Manchester City at the weekend. But you sign people who are relevant and that people want, and it seems that Ryan Cherky right now is relevant and he's who the people want. So I'm going to try and get Ryan Cherky. True, it is a derby against it is a derby against Brighton. So maybe I should play the derby. I know. I want this one. Just want to see how many games Ryan Cherky was playing last year. I don't mind me just choking on water. What am I doing, Cherky? Ryan Cherky. Did you play much last season for Manchester City? The answer is absolutely not. 2 games in the Prem last year for Cherky. 2 games. Foden played every week out on the right-hand side. Wow. Didn't play in the EFL Cup, didn't play in the FA Cup, and he didn't play in the Champions League. Ryan Cherky is just not playing for Manchester City. Come and play for me, pal. Yes, Up the City. We'll be recording some more FM over the next couple of days. And the plan is to try and record some FM Wednesday lunchtime, if possible. I think in the evenings I'm still going to be recording Palace. But if I can get some FM recorded either Wednesday lunchtime live for you while Stu's asleep, or at some point tomorrow afternoon or Wednesday pre Jude's bedtime, if Nat's able to be in a position to look after Jude for an hour and a half or so, then I can get some FM recorded. It would be off camera, but it would be a video, certainly, that I could get out to you. Obviously, I'd like to stream as much as I can to aid with the income, having the stream and the VOD content, but not really much more I can do outside of that at the minute. So Cherky's on the short list. He's the definitive popular option at out wide. I was pretty straightforward. And then we will obviously be doing a Glory Hunter in FM, but I want to at least continue the Chelsea save for now because it's doing well, or better than the Valencia save was doing anyway. Someone in the comments was like, buy Endrick and Fede Valverde and Dani Olmo and get Mark Gahey back from Barcelona and buy Rodrigo. It's like, right, okay, yeah, cool. But yeah, Cherky and Cardona seem to be the most popular options. Teach you to play FM, get him to stream FM while I record FIFA. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Squad numbers. That's something else that was mentioned as well in the comment section. Something I need to get on top of. So let's do squad numbers because Ismail Assar had lost his number 7 to Jobberslai for some reason. And I also don't want Jobberslai to be number 9. Who's 8? Timber. 6 is Diamande. I also need to swap Malagusto and thingy over. I think Jobberslai 11. John Duran number 9 this year. Makes sense, doesn't it? If we're not going to be buying another another striker at this moment in time. And then swapping Malagusto and Daddy Slater over. for fullbacks. Because having a right back being number 3 and a left back being number 2 certainly doesn't make sense, does it? He's 20 months old, Tom, so yes. You are indeed a solutions man, aren't you, Saul? I don't really know if there's any other... Oh, he's already 88, Christ. I don't really know if there's any other number changes we'd look to do, really. I'm quite happy with numbers as they are. Right, so I think we can start recording, can't we? I think so, don't you? Yeah, all right. Hello, Ben. How are we, sir? Thank you for joining us, pal. I signed Rafael Leao for Valencia in the final season of that save, Krutik, so I won't be signing him in this save, but thank you for the suggestion. Next FM video will be tomorrow. We had FM... At the minute, I think I'm probably going to be looking to do FM on a Saturday and Sunday, and then on a Tuesday and Thursday as well, so we can get 4 episodes of FM a week and 5 episodes of FC out a week. Not sure on that front yet, Guz. Not sure on that front yet at the moment. I would like to do a German Dry Liga realistic RTG at some point, but that might wait until next year, next cycle. We might do a... well, obviously we've got the Cambridge realistic RTG this year. I think we might look to do a German version next year and then do Cambridge again in 28. If people are still watching the YouTube channel by FC28. Please. So we'll be continuing the Chelsea FM save at least until the end of the first season, or I get sacked, which, to be fair, might not be that far away. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens on that front. But regardless, let's start recording this now, shall we, please? Thank you. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Not as much as I would like to enjoy it, but I'm enjoying it. Plan is to stream FM, hopefully. Videos definitely tomorrow. Hopefully the plan is to stream it either at some point tomorrow or Wednesday, if possible. If possible. And I think what we will do, because Nat's mum will be up on Friday again for childcare, so Friday I'll do an FM stream all day again. I think it's probably the best way to go about it. Or maybe a Palace video and... I'm sure it won't be long, guys, to be honest. Right, come on. It's fucking 22. Get going, Jess. Welcome back to the FC26 Crystal Palace Career Mode. It is transfer window time in the 3rd season. Thank you for your comments and feedback in episode 1 of season 3 yesterday. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. It's made things pretty straightforward for me with regards the way things are going to work in this window for us. So we were looking for you guys to suggest for me a left back and a winger as well. And you have actually been quite unanimous on both fronts. So thank you for that. Very, very straightforward for me. We obviously made the signing of Dominic Szoboszlai in the last episode, who was not playing at Liverpool and is, or not playing frequently at Liverpool, and is going to start every week for us, being the Premier League champions. I think that's fair enough. And then we were looking to not necessarily start anyone ahead of Slater, but have someone higher rated for simmed games and just as general backup. And then we were looking for another winger as well, because at the minute we only have Amora and Sarr and then youngsters. And that's not ideal, really. So we would need another wide man. And you guys have been very outspoken about which wide man you'd like me to get as well. I do think it's very much aided by a particularly impressive individual performance at the weekend for his club. But that means he's relevant and he's of the moment right now, and you guys clearly picked up on that, so that's what we'll be doing. That man is a certain right winger for Manchester City, Ryan Cherki. Last season, he played 2 games in the Premier League. In the FA Cup, none. In the Champions League, none. And in the Carabao Cup, none. So they're not using him at all. And he will get a lot more football than that playing for me. So Ryan Cherki is going to be the first port of call here to come in for us out in a wide area as initially part of the squad with Amora and Sarr. And of course the youngster Jake Tucker. And then we'll be looking to make the centre-back option as well. Sorry, left-back option as well. That left-back option being... the option was basically either Serginho Dest or a couple of options from elsewhere, being Cardona at Brentford, Cucurella, who's second choice at Juventus, and Nathaniel Brown. Nathaniel Brown is quite weak, to say the least. And there wasn't a single comment that was asking for Nathaniel Brown. The general consensus was to go for the more realistic signing of Sergi Cardona, which I agree. That would have been the one that I probably would have done anyway. Cucurella is obviously a backup if we need and can't agree a deal for Cardona, but I don't think we're going to struggle to agree a deal for Cardona, quite frankly, and it's absolutely the most realistic option of the two. What's the unrealistic thing is the fact that they signed an 85 rated Cucurella and an 86 rated Kirkes at Juventus when they really don't need two left backs of that real quality. So let's start with the cheaper option of Cardona. Their asking price is 34.9. It's valued at 23.5, but they reckon we could get it done for about 28-ish. And certainly I would agree. I don't think we're going to need to pay too much to get Cardona out of Brentford. Obviously, we have to factor in that Cherki's probably going to be quite pricey, even though he's not playing for Real. For Real? I'm thinking of Ryan as his first name. Even though he's not playing for Manchester City, they still obviously want to protect a valuable asset and will want to make sure they get a decent return on investment. So we'll probably have to pay quite a bit for him. But we've got the money to spend, don't we? So we are hopefully going to be able to spend it. And fingers crossed Cardona will accept. No, I think that's mainly because of the lower rating to Danny Slater. But important, not crucial. We'll ensure that we're able to keep him happy, certainly. He's on 80 grand a week at the minute at Brentford. To be honest, I'll offer him about what he's already on, and I think he should be happy with that, and he is. And it's nice to see that he's got an in-game star head as well. So there is a new left-back signing for the club, joining from Brentford to move within the Premier League. And now, hopefully, we'll be able to get someone else to join from within the Premier League, to come from Manchester City to join us here at the now champions. City won the league in year 1. They looked odds on to win the league in year 2 until they absolutely shat the bed, and we changed the bed for them and got it ourselves. 63.5 valuation. I reckon I could get it for about valuation. He's got trickster, playstyle plus, first touch, technical, inventive, incisive pass, low driven shot and chip shot. Technically he's very impressive, especially with the dribbling aspect. Obviously, short passing wise, we can improve upon. Finishing wise, we can improve upon. And then the agility and balance. It's just going to be really fun to play with. And occasionally, you just want someone that's really fun to play with. That's why we made a couple of the signings that we did at Valencia in the other save, which is now obviously passed. There will have been a Football Manager episode uploaded earlier on today as well. So if you might have missed that in your sub box, do check your sub box for that, or the channel page itself. And you can stay up to date with the Football Manager save at Chelsea as things are progressing right now. 67. Really? You're gonna quibble over £400,000 in a £67 million transfer? Fair enough, Pep. I'll meet your clauses. Not a problem. Fine. He's on 140 grand a week at Manchester City, but I would like to think, although we have offered some big wages to other players, haven't we? We've got Job was like, he only wants important, not crucial. That will help bring his wage down. 5-year contract as well. We offered Ismail Assar a big wage rise. We offered Dominic Szoboszlai a significantly sizable contract as well. And he's not going to actually tell me what he wants in his salary, but I'll offer him 125 grand a week. And hopefully he'll say yes to it. Which he has. Superb. Ryan Cherki and Cardona are in. And we have ourselves 2 top signings for the squad. One slightly more impressive than the other, obviously, and slightly more eye-catching, both in its in its calibre and, of course, the way that he plays his football. But certainly, both will be of great value this year as we aim to try and challenge for the Champions League. The board want all three: Prem, FA Cup and Champions League. So as much as my job is probably going to be at risk at Chelsea in the FM save, my job is probably going to be at risk here at Crystal Palace as well this season. So I'm going to have to make sure we perform. So let's try and perform as we start the season against Tottenham Hotspur at home. Of course, that's a youngster going out on loan. We've won the Community Shield yesterday against Cardiff. Wasn't that difficult. This is going to be a young man going out on loan. That's Aaron James going to Strasbourg in France. Toodaloo. Au revoir, monsieur. Let's go play Spuds, shall we? Of course, do please make sure you drop the video a like. Really helps push the content to new viewers. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more content here on the Chesnoid Gaming channel, regardless of which football-orientated game that is. And I'm just going to reject this offer, and then we'll go and play Spurs. Ronald for the 15th stream in a row. My guy. Thank you, mate. All good, thank you, Sid. How are you, pal? Plan is for the Cambridge save to start after this one, City. So we'll do the third season at Palace. Then we'll do our gameplay testing and making sure we get the sliders set just right. And then we can go from there. I am going to ban or block bids for Jake Tucker because that's getting quite annoying now. He's put in a transfer request, has he? All right, sweet. Probably because he wants a new contract. So he can have a new contract. 3-year extension, no release clause. You're not going to tell me about what wages you want. We could play quite a bit of football this season, so how about we double your wage-ish? All right, fine by me. Good. Now let's take you off the transfer list. That was easy enough, wasn't it? Cherky took 29 at City initially before they gave him 10. I'm not sure what number he's going to have taken with us, actually. Ryan's taken number 14. What's Amora? 10. I might swap them around. We'll give Turkey number 10. Because he's Ryan Cherky. Basically. What number was Cherky at Lyon? Was he number 10 as well? Appreciate it, Giant Kit Torres. Thank you for the long-term support, my man. It was 10 at Lyon as well. Thank you, Ahmad. £110.9 million bid for Captain Fantastic Adam Wharton. No. I don't think I'd sell anyone to anyone in the Premier League at this moment in time. I mean, I might do if it was someone that wasn't Adam Wharton, potentially, but Adam's going nowhere, unless it's Real Madrid or Barcelona. Even Bayern, we'd question whether to not sell to, because they aren't the powerhouse in save that they are in real life at the moment. Borussia Dortmund won the Bundesliga last year. Regardless, Wharton is going to continue on for now, and Spurs are going to come and join us. And I might give Cherky a start, because why the hell not? It was 18 for Leon, was he, Curtis? You decided on Greenwich, did you, Sid? I think that's a good decision, mate, personally. I think it's a good decision for you. There will be... Yeah, Everton are playing Sunderland today, aren't they? I'll have it on above me during the course of the stream. Simmons, Kulusevski, Sarr, Wesley, Mistat, Vicario. I mean, that's just a good team, isn't it? Berival. They've got Maddison on the bench. But Berival in over Austin. Put Bentancur in over Valise, maybe. That's probably it, really, isn't it? Yeah. Should probably have Amora on the bench, really, shouldn't I? And Cardona for Riyadh. Sorry, mate. I'll make those 2 changes permanent once we get back to the menus as well. Oh, he did also wear 10, did he, Curtis? Good to see you, though, Patrick. Thank you for dropping by again, mate. Appreciate it, pal. Been quite regular recently, so it's very good to see you dropping by a number of times. Always like to see the same names come back. It makes me happy. Tequila. It might be happy. I mean, ultimately, not much is far from Greenwich, or not much is that far from that area of London. Anyway, as it said, you can go anywhere really from there quite quickly, can't you? From Greenwich. But it's a good spot to be for sure. Hopefully at some point over the next couple of days, Emma. If not Friday at the latest. But there will be a video tomorrow, although you may well have already seen the footage of that last time we streamed it. Appreciate it, Patrick. Thank you, mate. Not yet, Luigi. We're still waiting for it. Leon, thank you for the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dude. I do like this Tottenham kit, to be fair, with the old school badge. Although I don't like the. It's got the same as Chelsea, isn't it? Where the lines kind of come in like around, just down below the belly button. It just doesn't look right. It would look better if it was just pinstripe down the sides, but who am I to say? I'm not sure who's Spurs boss in this save, actually. Because that's not the usual formation for Spurs, is it? 4-2-3-1, or sorry, 4-3-3 attack. We've sorted squad numbers. So Malagusto's now number 2 and Danny Slater's number 3. They are playing a 4-3-3 attack here at Spurs. Ismaila Sarr's now got his number 7 back as well, by the way. Vicario, Wesley, Simakan, Van der Ven, Mittelstadt, Sarr, Kulusevski with Xavi Simons sat behind Matthijs Tel, Kudus and Leao. And, oh yes, Jakob Niestrup is in charge there now. Thought there'd been a change in manager. I'd forgotten about Mr. Niestrup. So, no other numbers have changed, I don't think. Cherki's 10 and taken that from Amora. Szoboszlai is 11. As Sarr now has his number 7 back, because for some reason when signing Szoboszlai it took the number 7 off Ismaila Sarr, which I think was a bit harsh. But we know how good Dominic Szoboszlai was in the game against Cardiff. Was only Cardiff, but still. And John Duran now wears the number 9 rather than the number 14 as he did last year. Uche's still wearing whatever the hell number he wore for the first 2 seasons. I can't remember off the top of my head. This could be a really difficult first game of the season, though, I would imagine, here against Tottenham. It might set the tone for the rest of the season to come. Lovely ball through the gap. Perfectly weighted for Cherki, who isn't as fast as Wesley, rather evidently. I didn't know Wesley was quite that quick. It's not a great ball, though. Szoboszlai's up for it, and he's put the man off enough to have the ball come back to us. And then his touch is a bit shit. Bugger. Ange is back at Spurs in both of your saves, is he? Oh. Exclamation mark camera, Damien. Rather than just cam. Yeah, Oliver Glasner is a very good coach, I agree. Oh, they've got a Tifo, young Bradley. Is it Bradley Lowry? Maybe? I forget his surname. Sunderland. It's great to see them still honouring him. Yeah, Bradley Lowry, there you go. There's only one Bradley Lowry. It was mentioned there. There was an extra bit of the Tifo that wasn't quite in the first shot. Gusto against Leao, and that was one-sided as ever. We've won that back though, well in Vivian. We turned down a bid from Bayern Munich for Daniel Vivian in the last episode. And actually, to be fair, I don't think I recall seeing any blowback from that, so thank you for agreeing with me on that front. Or did they catch me there? Oh, desperate for a free kick was Dominic Szoboszlai, I tell you. Just to see what they're like. We win this with Diamande. We should win this with Diamande, and we have. Wharton holds off Xavi Simons. Try and turn and get that back to Wharton, although Apsar was closing. Here's Dominic Szoboszlai now. Getting forward in that box-to-box role. Looking to whip it, try and find a teammate. Can't find the first one he looks for. And it won't fall for me elsewhere otherwise. And if he... Oh, that's a heavy touch. And if he touches, what we'll say there then. Again, looking for Cherki through the gap. That's not a very good ball from me, to be fair. And Iffy opening 25 minutes here or so in the game so far. Not the lightning start to the season we were after, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. As we well know, Manchester City sprinted into a big lead in the Premier League last season, and then at the end of the marathon, they finished second. So, yay us. Cherki looking for Sarr. An assist for Cherki on debut, and a goal for Ismaila Sarr. That's how confident I was of that goal going in before I'd even taken the shot. Ismaila's off the mark and running again. No worries, Tom. Catch you later, mate. Thanks for joining us on Kit. It is the end of the Valencia save, Paul. Yes, that save is now completed with the Champions League final on Friday. So far, only positive hunker down for the changes to gameplay for Authentic, which is what we use. The patches in with the online version of gameplay or competitive version of gameplay has been mixed, but it's always mixed. But I think the gameplay in 26 to start is the best starting place we've had for gameplay for a number of years, at least since 23. 23 we really enjoyed. 24 was really good with sliders, but we needed significant sliders for that, and there were still significant flaws in that gameplay. Xavi out to Rafael Leao. He's just bodied Malo Gusto there. I'm going to slow him up a little bit. Here's Xavi Simons working some space and running off the pitch. You just play career. Yeah, I'd say, obviously, career mode. With career mode, you can use the competitive online version of the gameplay or the authentic style slower version of the gameplay. And I think authentic by default is a better starting point than we've had in a number of other years. There is still some real core issues with FCIQ, but it's certainly a much better starting point than we've had. It's way better than 25. 25 was just awful. Gameplay was terrible. 25 was nearly as bad as 22. 22 was absolute dog shite. That Forest career mode was a real grind. Simakan. That's into Kulusevski. Little stat. Layout. Simons to Matthijs Tel. I do like using Rafael Leao in the opening stages of this game, and then I was so concerned about Rafael Leao there that I actually opened up my own defensive line, but we've managed to slow them up and force them backwards again. It hasn't been lightning at the beginning of this episode and at the beginning of this season, but we have got ourselves that 1-0 lead, and we look to hold on to it here as Leao couldn't quite sort his feet out in time before disappearing off the pitch. And if we can find a second before Spurs are able to find one, I think we might steal all 3 points. Well, not steal all 3 points, but certainly deserve all 3 points by the end of this fixture. A win to start the season would be great, and with the fixture list the way that it is at the minute, if we win this one, you'd say we get 3 wins from 3 from the opening few games of the season, wouldn't you? Thank you, Cammy, for the 16th month subscribed on Twitch. Appreciate it, pal. Evening, Reese. Morning, Cammy. Such is life. That's an odd one, Ahmed. You're not having much luck at the minute, are you? Have we played any more, Reese? I haven't checked the. I haven't checked your profile actually. Hello from the future. Spurs Everton has kicked off above me. For those that were wanting to watch that as well. Maybe have that on in the background with myself too. It is that bad to you. We haven't yet, Daniel, but we will be. The plan is to get kit and badge mods for the unlicensed teams in Serie A, yes. I've not had too much of an issue with selling players, Mitch. What would be your issue with that particular aspect of it? Tell. Must be through the gap to Mohamed Kudus. He's done really well to hold off Diamande there and square that back to Tell. And here's Xavi Simons. Oh, well, Spurs have had the giddy up at half-time, haven't they? Christ. Kudus looking to get in the box. Quinton Timber does really well there and will find Duran, actually. I'll just slow this up and then look for Cherky out wide. Hello, Wesley. How are you, pal? Well, that would put that move to bed then, didn't it, rather quickly? Clinton Matter, that's a name I haven't heard for a while. Moving to Midland, apparently. They do tell you about some rather left field signings, don't they, in career mode sometimes. Like, why is that relevant to this game or these two teams? I'm not entirely too sure. Szoboszlai to Wharton. Like, it's cool that Clinton Matter's got a good move for himself, but is that really relevant to me, Tottenham or Crystal Palace right now? Oh, Vicario, the recovery there. To get back to that before Sarr had a very simple second goal was particularly impressive. Vicario is the sort of goalkeeper that pulls off disgustingly outrageous saves and then makes silly mistakes, isn't he? Be that one goalkeeper that will make the sort of save where you're like, how on earth has he done that? And then also makes such a big mistake that you're like, how on earth has he done that? 25 minutes to go here at Selhurst Park against Spurs. Kulusevski's in the box now. He scored against us last time we played Tottenham, I seem to recall. Xavi Simons trying to do something similar here, but he's failed, and they've left Cherky in so much room over here. Now, I'm not a 5-star skiller, nor do I really know what I'm doing with any sort of skills, but John Duran's left foot, he's normally reliable, but he's missed the target this time. I did your first GR86 on Friday as I was going offline. Good little car. That started 11th, finished 10th. Nice. It's a lot more planted, isn't it, than the Mazda. A little less exciting to drive. But still a good car. Reliable. It's a really heavy touch by Leao. I'm just going to go in here first to John Duran and then over the top looking for So. Just kept himself on side. Turkey is in the middle. I'll drill it looking for him, but Simakan's read that, unfortunately. Whoa! Everybody's falling over everybody. Yeah, I was going to say it's a foul. Just the speed difference made you enjoy it initially. As in, how do you mean? Because they're not actually that dissimilar in pace. If you look at the way that the lap times are in that production car challenge, where you have the M2, the Clio, the Mazda and the GR86. Actually, the lap times in the GR86 and the Mazda are really not that dissimilar at all. I think the GR86 maybe feels quicker because it does what you want it to do most of the time, rather than the Mazda. You're going quite quick in the Mazda, you're just correcting the whole time, so it doesn't feel that quick. But they are both... I've done more races in the GR86, I would say, than the Mazda. Although saying that, we did do a lot of Mazda stuff at Okayama, didn't we, that one week? I'd be curious to know, actually. I don't think you can see how many races you've done in any individual car, unfortunately. Maybe there's a third-party site where you can see that. I don't know, but I'd be curious to know what my the amount of performances I put in any given specific car. And event. Brendan Johnson. Oh, I can't get to him. They've made a change here, Spurs, and it might be one that will bring them back into the game. It's a great touch by Leao. He gets a little bit lucky to break free there. But Matthijs Tel's onside, and they've worked that brilliantly, Tottenham. They do have themselves an equaliser here in the 80th minute. Matthijs Tel with his first goal of the season, which is rather obvious because it's the first game of the season. The manager's saying, all right, calm down, everyone. There's still 10 minutes to go. We could equally win this as much as lose it. With that ball here into Kulusevski in the first time pass around the corner, it's undefendable, unfortunately. They got a little bit lucky with a rebound at the beginning of the end of that move, if you know what I mean. But unfortunately, despite it not being right at the moment of them scoring the goal, they were still able to work the chance as a result. Shepherd has come off the bench here for me. Zoba's like, just overrun that annoyingly. That's one of the things in the gameplay we're hoping to iron out with the gameplay testing, if possible, for the RTG. Although I think it's probably more a bit of a core issue than it is slider related. So we might not be able to do that, but we hope so. Lovely spin by Xavi Simons there. And well in Diamande. Zoba's like, Timber, turn, Shepherd. Uche's off the bench here. Can we find him? Or maybe even Ismail Assar at the back post here for a winning goal today as Vicario tips the ball over the top. Not quite. Dominic will take the corner. I wish they'd update his hair because he's not had that haircut for a while now. It's not quite going to fall for me there. Shepherd will cut this back hit and Ryan Cherky just can't sort his feet out in time to find a teammate, unfortunately. And now on the counter-attack, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Rafael Leao has got Matthijs Tel with him. I'm just going to stick with Vivian for the moment. Try and slow them up. And we've done that maybe enough. I think enough now. They've gone backwards there. Ref. To earn ourselves a point on opening day. Spurs deserved it. It was a very good, well-worked goal. And they will take a point back across London from the south to the north, annoyingly. We now move from the south to the north to Everton away. Trying to sell players for close to what assistant manager says you can get for them, and the buying club immediately says no. Valued at 40 million, AM says you can get them for 80, club just says no and walks out. I've had that on a couple of things where we've offered, like, say 65 and they've just walked out and said no straight away, and then a week later I've started at like 70 and they've said yes straight away. I'm not sure it makes too much sense. I don't think we're on realistic transfer negotiation though. I think we're on default. And for the RTG, I don't think I'll use realistic. I think we'll use default and then use our own. I mean, maybe we use realistic. I don't know. Oh, job security change. We know you consider your job to be safe. So we were insecure towards the end of last season. Then we managed to recover to okay when we won the Premier League. And now, having drawn on opening day of the next season and being 8th in the Prem, they're like, nah, you're safe. Cheers then. That's good. As I rightly should be, quite frankly. Frankfurt for Malagusto? No. 9. Yeah, similarly, Mitch. It was just that was the one that came to mind. The buying someone was the one that came to mind. It'll be only Mazda next week for you because GR86 is Suzuka. You're not going to purchase a track yet, Reese. I wouldn't blame you if you don't. Mazda is the shorter version of Alton Park, which was this week's GR86, but was full circuit without the chicanes. Without the chicanes? I think I've only done Alton Park with the chicanes. Alton Park's a fun circuit. Tricky circuit as well, actually. Now Villa want Malagusto. They see he randomly put himself on a transfer list with a request that I'm unaware of. No, just interest shown by Aston Villa. I mean, Malagusto is a player we could upgrade on. So maybe I should be open to the sale. Chelsea bid for Lacroix. Oh, that's really not a very high valuation at all. No, then. Right, Everton away. We are going to... Actually, hang on. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, Reese. I maybe went a bit gung-ho a bit earlier than I should have done with buying stuff on... It's 5-star. I thought it's 5-star. 5-star, isn't he, Czech? Right, Everton away is one we're actually going to sim here. Absolutely, that first team should be strong enough to get the victory away from home at, I was going to say Goodison Park, because it's not Goodison Park anymore, is it? Amora with a goal, which is important for him. Dominic Szoboszlai with a brace as well. Welcome to the club, Dom. GG's. Love that. He's now the club's top goal scorer this season. Amora getting a goal is important for him in the fight for first team football ahead of Ryan Cherki. Cherki actually came on off the bench there for Sarr. Lacroix is growing. He will be 83 soon, which is good news. In fact, he'll be 83 very soon, because I'm going to do that and it'll be up in 4 weeks. The next one was Ismail Sarr, who's improving as a wide playmaker. He's up to 84 rated now, which is great. Can we get him up any quicker than 21 weeks anywhere else? Just want to get players to grow as quickly as possible. A centre mid playmaker, apparently, will get him to 85 in 19 weeks. Let's bloody do it then. Right, the derby against Brighton to come next. We're currently 4th in the table. That might change by the time it stops simming and other games are played. No. Fiorentina have bid. Matches rescheduled. Oh, Champions League phase. That has me intrigued. Malagusto, 18 million plus Kuriani Saba. No. I like I say, I might be open to selling Malagusto, but I've only got 32 million left in my budget, which is what I was just coming across here to check, actually. So we'd need probably a sizable fee for Gusto to be able to afford an adequate replacement. So who do we have in the Champions League then? Monaco, winnable. Napoli, difficult. Inter, yikes. Galatasaray, winnable. Bodeglimt, absolutely winnable. Real Madrid away, good, thanks. Rangers and I want to say Sparta Praha, Slavia Bratislava. Is it Slavia Praha? I think it's Slavia Praha, isn't it? Oh, good. I went to view fixture and the game crashed. Fantastic. That's a new one. That's weird. One 0 Everton. Iliman Undiai. Thinking. Please tell me it's Brighton next. Thank you. Oh, it's actually a fucking superb goal from Iliman Ndiaye. Like, really, genuinely top. Put playstyle on Turkey as well, actually. Oh, the view fixture crash has been a thing for a bit, has it? I've not encountered it before. Right, no, I'm not having that. I know, yes, Real Madrid, but I was already past this point, so I'm not having that. I'm not having that at all. Real Madrid hadn't bid for Dean Henderson on that day before the game crashed on me, so no, you can't have him. That's nonsense. I'm not going to sell my player from a bid that came in the past. Duh. The cheek of it. The absolute cheek of it. Match is rescheduled. Right. Have we got a different Champions League draw now? That's the question. Napoli. I mean, yes, but so far, clubs that we previously had, although the Cup is now Man United, not Brentford domestically. Bodeglimt, Monaco, Gala. So it's the same teams, just in a different order. Oh no, FC Copenhagen and Marseille is different. There's no oh no, there's Galatasaray. Who? Oh, Slavia Praha and Rangers. So rather than Slavia Praha and Rangers, it's FC Copenhagen and Marseille. All right. I mean, they're both. I mean, actually, that's probably more difficult, isn't it? Yeah. I think I've been a bit unlucky there. Regardless, time to go and play the derby against Brighton. And then we'll see if Real Madrid bid for anyone in the present rather than in the past on a day that I'd already gotten through. Thank you very much. Kevin Ferguson, Christ. Seems very random. Some get it, some don't. Okay. I'll report. I should report it actually, really, shouldn't I? Was it view fixture? Was the phrasing, wasn't it? View fixture? Yeah. Someone else on the bench, not on the bench that should be. Jack Kinchwood should be involved, really, shouldn't he? Get him in ahead of Mahoney. I mean, that's probably it, really, isn't it? Yeah, probably it. Hello, Jeremy Sarmiento. How are you, mate? Right, I mean, Amura has earned his start. Someone's dead for Everton. I'm sure who Everton's number 32 is. Ah, someone, since I tweeted the retweeted the FM discount, someone has very kindly used it on Fanatical. Reminder for those of you that are watching live right now as well, that today, right now, is the last day to get the full pre-order bonus discount alongside my affiliate discount for Football Manager before the game comes out fully tomorrow. It's widely expected to come out tomorrow afternoon-ish on all platforms, so you probably have the morning to try and pick the game up. It's not like it's a midnight launch, but I would imagine that you'd probably want to, if you were on the fence about it, thinking maybe I will, maybe I won't, or well, I definitely want to make the most of, or get it with a bigger discount. You're just not bothered about playing the beta. Oh, it's been confirmed by FM as 4 o'clock, has it now, Reese? They've done that publicly, have they? All right. I knew that privately, but wasn't able to confirm that publicly. Basically, use my discount code before 4 o'clock tomorrow, and you can still get 22% off rather than 5 post 4 o'clock tomorrow. Brighton with a 4-2-3-1. They're actually not as strong as they are at the beginning of a save, I don't feel, really. Belieber and Max FIFA are obviously grown well. Belieber specifically has grown very well. But Evan Ferguson leads the line for them at 79 rated. Buonanotte, Ruter. I mean, they've not got amazing options, Brighton. Quite frankly, this is a very winnable game for us, more so than others have been against Brighton, even if I was lining up with the same 11 as I am here in terms of their quality. So Amora starts for me now after starting in the game against Everton, or the simmer against Everton, and getting a goal. John Duran is yet to score. Some might argue I maybe should have given Uche a go here, but we'll give John Duran the first few games of the season, considering he was the higher scorer of the season last year compared to Uche, even though Ismail Assar obviously scored more goals than anybody else. And after one game played, he'd scored more goals than anybody else. But then Dominic Szoboszlai went and scored a brace in the game against Everton. So, not a problem deciding who to start here, really, in the main. Duran certainly could have started his tally there with a good header. Assar could have added to his, but neither did. We got Stockport away in the FA Cup, Kev, which is fucking shit. Oh, you had that issue as well, did you, Sid? That's intriguing. I'd never heard of it until it just happened to me. You got Blackpool away. That's a bit shit as well. Although relatively local, so it's not necessarily great for getting through, but I mean, at least you don't have to travel far. And it's a great weekend away, yeah. You can absolutely make a weekend of it in... absolutely make a weekend of it in... Blackpool. Fucking brain. Yeah, with a Linney hat-trick, probably. Blackpool are top of League One, are they? I didn't realise Blackpool had. I didn't realise Blackpool had quite the start to the season. Where is Stockport in League One? Oh, Stockport are top of League One. Oh. Fuck. I hadn't even bothered to check their league status. I just know that they fucking battered us up there at the county ground last year. And that was before we got relegated. Buonanotte. Back to Costina at fullback for them. Couldn't make up his mind. Adam Wharton made it up for him, looking for a whip to the back post. Sarr can't quite get there in time. Not to worry, never mind. Evan Ferguson's very deep there. It must be on a deep line forward role or something of the sort. False 9 maybe. Leeds take the lead against Tottenham. That'll be a result and a half at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That would have been a goal and a half from Evan Ferguson had it flown into the back of the net. Luckily for me, it didn't. Get that out to Amora. I was trying to commit Costina there. And to be fair, Amora has still gotten round him. Player to watch apparently is Dominic Szoboszlai. Presumably that's on the back of his 2-goal haul in the last game. Wharton will deliver another one. Again, looking to the back post. And it's actually Dominic Szoboszlai that would have been underneath it. But keeper's come for this one and done well. Crossing's not been too fruitful for us in this save. Hoping that maybe with some sliders and the gameplay patch that, as I record this, hasn't come this week. By the time you see this, it might have. I'm not sure. It's due this week-ish. I'm hoping that crossing might be more viable than it currently is. It's obviously already in a significantly better spot than it was in FC25, where it just wasn't viable at all. But it would be nice to score a few more crossed goals or headed goals from crosses. Duran needs to take this in his stride, and to be fair to him, he's done very well. Sold the defender, and here's Zamora. And I should have just put my foot through it. Tried to place it in the top corner to ensure the keeper didn't get there. Didn't place it high enough, and the keeper got there. And then Dimande's missed with a header. Bugger. Linney can have another car crash. What did he say? I'm absolutely buzzing. It's a massive 3 points for us. Oh, because it was the cup game. And then said, oh no, I've absolutely crumbled here. You'll have to link me a video of that, Kev, because I bet that's funny to watch. You're watching from South Africa, are you, Krutik? Nice. Yeah, first episode of Season 3 went live earlier today. So it is available for you on YouTube if you wanted to watch it after this. Obviously, you know what happens next. Christina, it's not the first time Adam Wharton has picked that pocket. Looking for Duran. That's a great ball into the channel. Edge of the box. Too many men. Victor for Arsenal. Presumably that means Gyökeres. Still, they've not fixed that. Something we've been asking for a while, but that's not the Career Mode team. That's the presentation team with the Prem graphics. I don't know if it does that with other official graphics. You guys will have to let me know, those of you that play games in the Bundesliga and in Liga, etc. Is that first name, not last name of the goal scorer thing an issue in those graphics, or is it just the Premier League? That might be something that would be good to know, so we can pass that on to the Career Mode team, to pass on to the presentation team, to maybe get it fixed in other leagues as well. It was certainly an issue in FC25. I can't remember if it was in 24 as well, to be honest, but regardless, it's annoying. Szoboszlai, that heavy touch is annoying too, because I was about to let fly with that from there. 0-0 here at the minute against Brighton. Again, a frustrating opening to the game, actually. Similar to the Everton, to the Tottenham one, but obviously we eventually found the breakthrough. So we will keep plugging away and pray that it comes. In fact, we'll be confident that it'll come because I have faith in this team. They did just win the whole title. St Albans mascot got kicked out the Burnt Albion ground for being drunk. Banging. VAR OP again, Kev. Oh, actually, that header didn't come off Diamande. It came off the defender there. Diamande missed it entirely. Judging by that replay, although we did only get a goal kick from that. Wharton. Amora. Wharton. Amora. Ah, maybe not. Yes, Amora. Oh, brilliant. Even more so. The defender recovers. I was thinking to myself, right, don't finesse it this time, Ches. Put your foot through it. I've got to get myself in the position to actually shoot first, don't I? Need a better second half. Oh, you've linked me in the Discord, have you? Let's have a look. Further thoughts on Red Set? Kev, if you've played some more of it. Apparently there's Simpsons Fortnite at the minute. Sounds intriguing.
Yesterday's hat-trick hero, Regan Linney, joins us now live here on Match of the Day.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm buzzing. I'm still buzzing from yesterday. It was a special 3 points. I mean, crumbled here.
Yeah, it was a cup game. That's right. It was the FA Cup.
Yeah. It was a special,
Don't worry. It's live television. Don't you worry about it. We all want to know, where's the match for? Because if we'd scored a hat-trick in the cup in dramatic circumstances, we'd have it ready to show the viewers on Match of the Day. Where is it?
I'm going to be honest, it's still in my car.
He seems like a decent lad, to be fair. He's like, oh, I've crumbled. I think so, Kev. Yeah, that's the plan. The big main save. It's been the most popular save. Or it was the most popular save on 24. 25, I think it would have been if the gameplay was better. And then hopefully 26 will be really strong for us. I could do with it because the Palace and Valencia saves have fallen on their arse. It's Blackout 2.0, and I mean that in a very, very good way. I mean, ads would love that because ads enjoy Blackout over anything else. Sorry, Cole. I'm so used to saying. Your message was surrounded by 2 messages from Kev, so I got confused. You know what my old man brain is like. They're already rapid, Krutik. I think it's just a gameplay thing. Right, an early, quick start and goal to the second half would be wonderful, please, gentlemen, if you don't mind. Amin Adli has equalised for Bournemouth against Manchester United. There are some intriguing scorelines going on around the league today, but there's not really much intriguing about Palace 0, Brighton 0 at the moment. And I said I wanted a goal for us. It might be a goal for them. Questions asked of Dean Henderson there. Came out for it. And as far as I could make out, slid past the man before he'd had the shot. I need to see it back. It's Ruter's 3rd goal in 3 games in the Premier League this season. But I think the keeper has come out, slid on his knees past the ball. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I want to have a look at that back. I think he's just dived. He's gone in nowhere near the ball. He's come out here. And he He's dived where the ball is. He's tried to dive where the ball is going to be, rather than where the ball is. I think it also maybe clips through his leg a little bit. No, it's just gone underneath it. But if the ball was still going, it would be where his feet are. But Ruter has shot already. So Dean Henderson has come out and just not... 1-0 Brighton. Maybe I should have sold him to Real Madrid in the past. Can I do it in the future still? It's the right animation choice. It's just done it at the wrong angle. Like, why is he positioned aiming at where the ball is going to be if it doesn't get kicked? So, they're telling me about Clinton Madger again. But you've already told me about that transfer, lads. We told you before, we don't care about Clinton Madger. Fuck off. Buonanotte round the corner, just gets that away. Evan Ferguson on his bike. Does well. Costina, Ferguson, Ruter. No thank you. Tottenham have equalised against Leeds, and that popping up distracted me enough to lose my focus and lose the ball. Dino does much better for that one. It's only half an hour to go here, and, well, we are still losing against Brighton, which is just not good enough for anybody associated with Crystal Palace. And, well, as manager, quite heavily associated with Crystal Palace, aren't I? Duran, Szoboszlai. They're not leading anymore. Dominic Szoboszlai has 3 goals in 3 games himself now, Mr. Ruter. Suck on that, pal. Oh, mate, Sankonta, sorry, and Argonne Forest were gorgeous on Battlefield 1. I think we might fall in love with Dominic Szoboszlai this season, don't you? If we haven't already. I think in the first 3 games, he's already had more of an impact than we saw all season from Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones had that one finessed shot on debut, and that was about it for the whole season. Szoboszlai is impressed in his all-round game, in every minute of every game that we've played with him so far. Thank you. And he's not good enough from you, mate. And Amura's in. And Duran's going. Can he get there ahead of the defender? He can. But Baleba's outmuscled him. That was unreal strength from Baleba there. Right, John Duran is coming off now. And Uche will come on. I might do Wharton again. We're only drawing, though. I want to try and get a winner if we can. I might, however, bring Cherky. Maybe I could bring Cherky on in midfield. Because Cherky play in midfield? He can, can't he? He gets a -5, though. Probably still worth it. Let's give it a go.
This is a message for Andy Tottenham. That's Andy Tottenham. Can you please return to your vehicle immediately? Thank you.
Believer forcing him backwards. And he spun me. Mintorelli, Ferguson. Everton Ferguson does drop ever so deep, and I mentioned that in the first half, but I'm not sure if it would have made the highlight, but he is dropping very, very deep. And more, I think, would have been offside there if I played the ball. It's definitely on here. Duran. I need to find the turn or the pass or something to a teammate. Win this. Well up, Quinton. In. Saar. Szoboszlai. Take 2! Jan-Paul van Ecke does very well. Changes, I think, for both sides, actually, there. You can hear the home fans roar us on. Szoboszlai looking for an assist to go with his goal. Not going to get it. Get that to Uche, though. Uche into Cherky. He is left-footed, but he does have a 5-star weak foot. Ryan Cherky. Bloody Diamande. He's not the man I want there, is it? Well, Ian Ryan. Around the corner to Amura. Oh, back post. Uche's there. Oh, he's awful. There's a squared ball across the goal. Come on, Amura. Deary me, maybe I should have bought on Cherky out wide for you instead, mate. Bloody Nora. That was a great opportunity. Man at the back post on his own, Uche. I think we might be getting back to about 1-1 draws in these played games here. Cherky looking for Uche. Found. Oh, yeah. It's going to be back to about 1-1 draws. All we've needed is that final pass on a couple of occasions here, and we absolutely could have won the game late on. But we're not going to. Again, as the side that came from behind this time, we deserved the point just as much as Tottenham deserved the point in the other game. Like I said, if we could have won the first, then we certainly would have expected 9 from 9. But in the end, 5 is probably fair. Like we say, Tottenham deserved the point. We deserved the point against... No. We deserved the point against... Oh, I'll tell you what. After John Duran has had an iffy start to the season, I am tempted. Live chat's going to get the call. I know he's only been here a year. But chat, do we sell John Duran and replace him in this window, or do we not? We will run a poll here on for live chat on deadline day. It's going. I've absolutely no idea who I'd replace him with, no. I don't want Samu, Christ. I definitely don't want Samu. That is a lot of money. He's only 23. He's 85 rated with potential of 88. So I could look into a swap with Gyökeres. So far, the general consensus on Twitch is keep. Are you Colombian, Hunker? Yeah, the choice was like, or wait, the choice with Uche was wait till January. Maybe we do the same with Duran. Oh, your wife is Colombian. The general consensus on live chat by 67% to 33%. 2/3 of the people want me to reject this bid and keep John Duran and kind of make the same decision with him as we are Uche, which is give them until January and then take it from there with regards to the striking situation. So that is what we shall do. Fran Garcia has moved to Bournemouth. Moreira has moved to West Ham. And Moreira has moved to Real Sociedad from Leverkusen. So Moreira back to Spain. Georgi Petrovic has now moved to Ajax from Dortmund, I was going to say there. From Bournemouth. Leone's left Liverpool now to go to Stuttgart. That's an intriguing one. Mike Magnon has left Arsenal. I think they still got David Raya? I think they've still got David Raya, although I might be mistaken there. They might have sold him. I know at one point they did have them both. So let's have a quick look here and see where David Raya is, because Arsenal might have left themselves a little bit short here. Yeah, David Raya's at Juventus. I don't know who Arsenal have in goal, you know. I'd be concerned that Arsenal have just sold their #1 goalkeeper and don't have anyone else that's any good to back him up. Oh no, never mind then. They've got 91 rated pre-gen. That's what we didn't do at the beginning of Season 3. Balls. That's on me. Because we would have mudded Bruno Morel and they would have kept Magnon. But they've got a Magnon pre-gen who's even better. Shit. Me and live chat all forgot together to actually check for pre-gens. Okay. Well, it's the last season of this save, so we won't bother ourselves too much with that at this stage then. Although that is annoying, and we will use this as a learning moment. We absolutely must, at the very beginning of each new save, mud the pre-gens. We did it for Season 2, forgot for Season 3, and it's... Well, to be fair, it's not done me any harm. And although they do now have a much better goalkeeper, Arsenal, but it has led to a less than agreeable transfer decision for the club. So wait and see what happens there. Juventus have actually sold Kirkes now to Manchester City, so now Cucurella is their starting left back. So Kirkes back in the Premier League. Oh, I'm really annoyed about that bloody pre-gen, but it is what it is. Let's see what we can do for the rest of the window. So we'll see what happens in the rest of the window. Jonathan Tah moves from Bayern Munich to Barcelona. Mark Gahey was starting for Barcelona because they sold Ronald Araujo, but I don't know whether he'll be starting for them if Jonathan Tah has arrived. Although at 31, Tah might not be as good as he previously was. Not much going on at the top end in this transfer window, to be completely honest. Obviously, if we'd have negotiated that deal for John Duran, that would have been the highest deal of the window. Ismail Assar's had a bid of £54.9 million from Leipzig, which we're obviously going to turn down. And that will be transfer deadline day at the end. Right, I'm going to go and sort the spreadsheet out for the Patreon players, because obviously we want to make sure that everybody is up to date there. And now, of course, 1 minute after transfer deadline day, we then get bids for other players. I wish that wasn't a thing, but that's been a thing for about a decade. They still don't know what causes the pre-gens to be quite so aggressive, Robbie. They're looking into it continually. Fucking hell, he's going to be an absolute cunt to play against, isn't he? Excel spreadsheet. Patreon, Paris, fuck. That's great, right? Just go out and in. Any Cambridge signing? Hey, Geraldo, welcome in, mate. Hope you're well, pal. Good to see you, dude. That's everyone, isn't it? Yeah. Right, bear with. I'm not going to be able to see what you guys are saying for a little while because I'm going through this. What's that? 67. Guys aren't really growing that. Considering you've all got potential of 92, you're really not growing that quickly at all. I say that actually. Some of you have grown by 6 in the last season, which is actually quite sizable. Who did I just do? Hayden, Blacker. James, 63. Forbes is 66. Nick, 67. Ben? Here he is. 66. I was like, the fuck is Ben? Brandon? Did I miss Brandon? Oh, he's down as a CDM? I've got him as a centre back on my short list. That's weird. I have to deal with that in a minute. Dallas, 67. Luke, 67. Cameron, 66. Steve, 66. Misa, 66. Brian, 66. Good, everybody's in the right order at the minute. Daz. In fact, no, they're not anymore. Daz is 60. Oh, no, it's Kev. Kev is 66. 65. Daniel, 67. Where's fucking... What's his face now? Where's Brandon now? The fuck? Did I not add him to my shortlist? Oh, I'm so confused. Maybe he was there and I took him off. I just couldn't find it. Hadn't found him yet because I hadn't got as far as CDMs. Oh my god. My old man brain is dying this evening. It had been a particularly long fucking week, let alone day, so please do forgive. Sam, 67. Aaron, 68. Lewis, 68. Mike, 68. Abid, 68. Owen, 68. Daniel Jolly, 68. Daniel has now cancelled his thingy, so I can read that one. Charlie, 68. I missed Bailey Byrne, who's a bit lower down the list, who's 67. Joe, 68. Jack, 66. Connor, 66. AJ, 66. James Turish is 69. Owen is 68. Charlie is 67. Liam is 66. Liam's the only right winger, which is intriguing. And Elliot is 71. He was super quick, wasn't he? Yeah, 93 sprint speed. Fucking hell. He's a quick boy, as they say. AD. Brain has died. Why can I not see AD? There he is. I don't know why strikers grow so much quicker. It's so annoying, isn't it? Like, I'd like to have a wider array of people, or a wider array of positions. But when you guys know that a striker is going to grow faster than anybody else, it's no surprise that everyone picks fucking striker, is it? Or more people pick striker. Cole 66. Cole, not Kev. Sorry, Kev. Sorry, Cole. Fuck. Ah. I'm so tired. Allow it. Allow it, please. Millie, where are you? 66. Oh, Millie got released. Oh, that's so sad. Right, now let me do transfers for everyone. That's not one way to do at all. Let me just quickly sort the list again so that the CDM is in the right position in the list. Custom sorts. Thank you. Right. Still at Augsburg, still at Celta, still at West Ham, still at Sociedad, still at Tottenham, still at Boca Juniors, still at Fulham, still at Strasbourg, still at Betis, Jack Aki Stanley for Newcastle. Ramek is still at Marseille. Andy Tyrrell, he was a free agent. No, he's still at Bologna. Jake Orpwood. Still at Mallorca. Hayden Whittle still a free agent. James Blacker is at Bologna. Forbes. Sorts Burton for Lyon. Olympique. Lyon. Like I say, forgive me, I can't see chat at the minute. We have a quick check. Oh, it's just Jamstar failing to do the sliders. Unlucky. Ben is still at... Oh, God, my tab button came off. Ben is still at Vallecano. Dallas. Still at Celta. Still at Marseille. Still at Lens. Steve's still at Man United. Misha's still a free agent. Daz still a free agent. Brannan still at Cheltenham. Kev still at Crew. Brandon's still a free agent. Daniel Sociedad still Birmingham. Bailey still a free agent. Tranmere Lazio for Lewis Baird. Okay, that's a transfer. Just double check that it's a transfer, not a loan. Okay, that's weird. Schalke. Oh, Schalke, Parma, Cambridge United, Colchester. Oh God, my fucking tab button. Charlie, free agent. Joe, free agent. Bailey, free agent, we've covered. Jack at Udinese. Nob, Valencia. No, Charlie Villa. Valencia, Everton, Cambridge. Yeah, that's all fine. And then Liam's still at Doncaster. Elliot at Strasbourg was correct as well. 80 free agent. AD's been released. Sorry, mate. Nolan Ross. Oh. Fuck's sake. Where was I? AD Ross. Nolan. Ross. Brain. Mainz. Newcastle. Shane is not at Gillingham anymore. Bayern Munich. Wimps at Betis. Oh, fuck's sake, Wimps at Betis. Julio's now at Aston Villa. Bournemouth. Jun Ho. What club is that, chat? Alv. Oh, my brain is telling me that that is someone Portuguese, but you are, Kev, still at Crew, yeah. It's not Alaves, no. Alaves have got a blue badge. My brain wants to tell me that that's someone Portuguese, but I might be well off. I can search for Junho in the other search thing, though, to find it for sure. Oh my god, fucking tabs. Give me the game, thank you. Oh no. Where's our pals? Went to Atleti. Gila still at Breda. Betis for Serb. Millie got released. Saj from St. Pauli. The fuck is going on? Oh, my fucking spreadsheet's broken. Oh god. Brandon, New Red Bull. Union Berlin. Yeah, okay. So copy there. Red. Save. Save red. Sunderland have equalised. It's Granit Xhaka, and it's within seconds of the beginning of the new half, of the second half. GG's. That and that are red. Now. FC Alverca. They are Portuguese. It was Junho, wasn't it? Junho. FC Alverca. Right, spreadsheet's up to date. Good. Thank fuck for that. It didn't take too long, did it? No, it's Patreon players, Harris. So your biggest deals in the window and in this save this season so far. Alejandro Balde, nothing over 100 million actually. Alejandro Balde 95.9 to Leverkusen, as you can see. Left backs being the biggest of the two, and 3 of the top 4 actually, with Carreras joining Milos Kerkez on deadline day. Nicolo Barrella's gone to Leipzig from Inter, so we won't have to play against him for Inter Milan today, or this season obviously. We were actually the 5th biggest deal of the window all told. With Ryan Cherky moving to Crystal Palace. Miguel Gutierrez has moved to Real Madrid. Jurien Timber has moved to Manchester City, so it'll be brother versus brother there. Moussa Diaby has gone to Dortmund. Ait Nouri has left Manchester City to go to Juventus. I don't know whether that was pre or post. Kerkez moving. You'll be able to check the dates in the footage. Cody Gakpo to Dortmund is an intriguing one, although obviously Dortmund did win the league last year in Germany, so it's not unheard of. Jonathan Tah to Bayern, as we saw. Tino Livramento moves to Tottenham, and Udogi moves to Newcastle in his place, although opposite sides of the defence, of course. Solakis we played against for Brighton in goal today, and he made a couple of very good saves. Severa Reed moves to Inter here. Anatoly Trubin to Atalanta. Guillermo Restes joins Roma, and Waneri's gone to Liverpool. Malero we saw. Pedro Porro to AC Milan. Amin Gouiri to the Premier League to Liverpool. Maxime de Kuiper's moved again. El Halali to Strasbourg, so Chelsea by default, or by proxy. Igor Pajao's moved to Frankfurt from Marseille. Wesley we've played against. Calafiori's moved to Bilbao. Raya, oh wow, they sold Raya and Magnon in the same window. I mean, you would if you had a 91 rated 21-year-old, wouldn't you? Georgi Petrovic has gone to Ajax. Andre Lunin has left Real Madrid to go to Wolfsburg. James Trafford has left Manchester City to go back to, or go to Leeds. So I was going to go back to a northern club, but thinking Burnley, but it's not like Manchester City aren't northern, is it? Moreira we saw. Balogun has moved to Wolfsburg from Sevilla. Buka we saw at Brighton as well. 81 rated for him compared to the 82, I think, for the Greek goalkeeper. Dan Ndoye's moved to Betis. Dan Ndoye, I'm very impressed with in real life. I don't know how good he is in FC, but what good, I believe. Oh, well, Teo Hernandez has gone back to AC Milan. All right, fair enough. Baron Echea to Leeds. Leo Sauer to Inter. David Raum to Torino. Strand Larsen's left Wolves. Daniel Svensson has left Dortmund. Marquinhos goes to Bayern. They are the bigger ones. Luis Enrique leaving Inter is a surprising one, although, to be fair, only 82 rated. It's not maybe as surprising as potentially we might well have thought. With regards to the Patreon players as well, a number of you have moved. So Jack Evans has swapped Accrington Stanley for Newcastle. Jordan Forbes has swapped Burton Albion for Lyon. We've seen James Blacker be signed from the free agent pool to go to Bologna. We've seen a move to Lazio from Sunderland for Aaron, I think that was. No, for Lewis, sorry. We've seen Brighton actually release AD. A couple of players have been released from their clubs. Junho's been signed by FC Alverca, I'm going to say, because they're Portuguese. Man United to Aston Villa for Julio. Gillingham to Bayern Munich for Shane. And like we say, AD released by Brighton. And unfortunately for Millie as well, St. Pauli have released him. And he's now a free agent as well. With regards to your ratings, you can see them in the stream here. Of course, in the video here. Of course, if you want to come and see your stats in more detail, then do come and join me on stream, as we say every time. If you'd like to have your own player in the game, then of course, feel free to join that set tier on the Patreon. But if you'd like to support the channel at any level, there are a number of tiers at the on the Patreon, starting as low as £2 a month. If you'd like to contribute and help the channel out financially, then that would be very generous of you. There are £2, £5, £10, £15 to have your player in the game, £18 tiers available as well. But if you'd like to just buy me a cup of coffee, so to speak, and chuck a couple of quid a month at me, then that would be very generous of you. But of course, by all means, there's absolutely no need whatsoever to do so, or no pressure to do so. it's just something I'm going to be pushing a little bit more as the mortgage has gone up. So just be aware of that moving forward. Regardless, that's going to be all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. You leave us 6th in the Premier League, so not a massively strong start to the season, but only Arsenal have won 3 from 3, and only Liverpool, Man United, and Leeds and Newcastle have won 2 from 3, and we're top of those that have won 1 from 3. So actually, despite only having 5 points from our first 3 games, we're still 6th. So it's actually been quite good for us, considering it's been pretty average for us. Regardless, that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more. Do check the Football Manager content as well, and I will see you in the next one tomorrow. End of episode. Right, chat, that is going to be all for stream as well. What is that? Oh, that's going to be the video we recorded the other day that I didn't actually rename. That is going to be Palace S32. I'm going to now go and edit that as quickly as possible as I can off stream. And I will see you guys hopefully, certainly tomorrow night. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow. Hopefully Wednesday lunchtime, maybe. Or at some point tomorrow afternoon or Wednesday afternoon, I'm not sure. But certainly in the evenings, we'll definitely keep the evening streams going, because I'm going to need to record Palace every single bloody day. So that's all for me for today, though. Appreciate your support in the late stream. Go and enjoy the rest of the Everton-Sunderland game. And I will see you guys in the next one at some point in the next couple of days. But thank you very much for your support and your understanding during this period of time whilst Nat's had her up and is recovering.